Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tarot Adventure. My name is Robin and I'm very happy to have you here today for another pick a card reading. So how is everyone? It's been a little while. I have to say that winter is really coming over here where I live. I'm in the north of Finland and the days have just been getting so short and extremely cold, and I've been having a really hard time coping with all of these changes. It usually does take the body a little while to adapt, and I do get very tired and very cold all the time, and if anyone has any good tips on that, then I would love to hear them, because yes, I've been struggling a little bit, but I do want to get into a better filming schedule right now and just doing it when time allows, because I am very happy to be able to bring these readings to you guys. Also, I don't know if you notice any changes in my audio, but I have actually invested in a microphone, and the reason for that is before, when I was recording with my phone, I would have issues when editing the videos and I would have to re-encode them every time, so that really took a lot of time and effort to do. So hopefully right now, since I have a different audio stream, then I will be able to actually edit and get the videos out a lot faster. So wish me luck with that, and hopefully you also enjoy the clarity of the audio. But with all that aside, let's get into today's reading. So today's topic is, what are your person's feelings for you versus a third party? So when I'm saying third party, I don't necessarily mean a romantic connection, even though I think for most of you that could be the case. Oftentimes a third party could also mean a family member or a friend, or perhaps for some even a job commitment that your person has to deal with, and it is basically something or someone standing in the way of your connection, or causing some trouble for that matter. It could be an ex, it could be current romantic partner that perhaps they share some history with, and then again it could also be a naysayer from the family, someone who is getting involved, someone who your person has to deal with at the current time. So we will be looking at the energy in each of the connections. We will also be looking at your person's feelings for you versus a third party, and also what their intentions might be on both sides. So I will draw two parallel spreads and we will compare what's going on each side. So with that said, let me introduce you to the three groups that we have today. I will be providing close-ups of all of the cards and their corresponding charms, so you have an easier time picking. Okay, so for group 1, we have card number 30, which is Courage. And we also have this beautiful red dragonfly with little jewels on it. Okay. Then for group 2, we have card number 19, which is Temptation, and we also have this golden feather charm. So for group 3, then, we have card number 11, Take Off Your Mask or Masks, and then we also have this little swan charm with jewels on it, which actually I thought goes really well with the ballet theme. It made me think of the Black Swan. Okay, so these are the three groups. If you haven't decided already, you can take a moment to pause the video now and consider it. Remember, your intuition usually gives you the right answer right away, so do trust that first instinct of which pile is drawing you in the most. And I will also take this moment to cleanse the energy if you are still here. Let me purify the space and your cards for a better and more beneficial reading. Okay. A reading for the benefit of all of our viewers. Okay, we desire clarity, and we desire to know the truth. You deserve to know the truth so you can make the best decisions in your life. So hopefully by the end of the video, you will have a better understanding of what's going on with your person and the third party. Okay, so with that being said, you can go ahead and click one of the timestamps provided below, and I will see you in your own group's reading. Bye! Hello Group 1 and welcome to your reading. So the card you chose today is number 30 with courage. You also chose this beautiful little red dragonfly. I'm going to place it over here for you. And let's have a look at the card first together. So to start it off, number 30 could be important in your connection. It could refer to someone's birth date, it could be someone's age, or perhaps even a day of the month when something significant happened. And of course that will not apply to everyone, but I just wanted to mention that. And second, what I'm really drawn to in this image is this bright shining lantern. And to me it is, in a sense, someone's quest to find the truth, to connect to their own inner truth, to connect to their own inner knowledge. Someone here is seeking something more significant. It almost reminds me of the Hermit card in some tarot decks. It is that quest for spiritual knowledge, the quest for the truth and getting in touch with oneself. And you can see there is something quite treacherous about the environment. Everything is very dark, very hazy, and there are dangers lurking there in the shadows. There are people or circumstances which are likely toxic either to you or your person. Someone here, I sense, doesn't have your person's best interest at heart, and they will stop at nothing to create hurdles, to create challenges for your person. And I really think that this is coming from a very toxic place. Someone here is genuinely ill-intended and will stand in the way of your person finding out their own inner spiritual truth, standing in the way of true love, and also finding a sense of meaning and of purpose. So this is what I'm getting off this card. For a start, it also mentions the word courage. So I think that a lot of courage will be needed in order to escape this situation and escape this third party, which is proving to be toxic. Okay, this is the message that I'm getting off the card right now, but we'll draw some tarot first and get an idea of what exactly is going on right now. And to be fair, I will not be sugarcoating this reading, so if any message comes along that your person is crazy about the third party, I will have to convey that message exactly as it is shown to me. So if you feel like you are easily triggered on the topic, maybe it would be best for you to watch a different video. But if you are here to seek truth and clarity in order to make the best decisions in your life, then do watch on, okay? Because I will be drawing cards on the third party and getting a feel of the energy around their connection, also getting an idea of what kind of feelings your person has for this third party, and also what kind of intentions they have for the future. So let's give the cards a couple of shuffles. Group 1's person and the third party. Show me the energy, show me the feelings and future intentions. Let's shuffle. Show me the energy first. What is the energy? Okay, so we have here the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So I can see right off the bat that there is a desire for emotional openness, a desire for sharing feelings and expressing emotion. But unfortunately, what is happening is that your person is getting left out in the cold. So it may be that this person is denying them the emotional nurturing that they are expecting from this connection. Maybe they are completely ignored in this relationship. But yes, there is a sense of essentially winter in the relationship, so not much is being given, the feelings aren't acknowledged, aren't expressed, and if there is a desire to share something on a more intimate level, just know that this desire is not fulfilled right now at this time. Let's get a few cards now for the feelings. What kind of feelings does Group 1's person have for this third party? What kind of feelings are involved right here? And we will get to clarify also. So we have the Fool in reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we also have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is that there is a sense of holding on to something. Perhaps this connection brings them a sense of security, okay? So people enter relationships for all sorts of reasons, and some do it so that they don't feel lonely. Some do it for some kind of practical aspect that would be more easily taken care of while in a relationship. For example, having a certain living arrangement, or having a shared budget, which can be beneficial in some situations. So I can see your person holding on to that, holding on to this particular material aspect of their connection, and in a sense unwilling to step into a new challenge, even though there is loneliness and there is a sense of lack in the emotional realm. But your person is very unwilling to look somewhere else, to start fresh, because again there's something practical keeping them stuck on this person, on this third party, even though with the Nine of Cups in reverse, this situation is not conducive to their wish fulfillment. This is obviously not something that they wished for, not something that they desired for themselves, but at the moment it does seem very convenient to participate in this situation. It is quite unfortunate, but they are looking at this relationship from a practical standpoint. We will see soon what the clarifiers can say about this, but this is the overview of the feelings, and I can say that really there aren't that many feelings, and those that do exist kind of express a sense of dissatisfaction. This is not something that they really wanted, not something that they really dreamed of for themselves. Okay, so intentions with a third party. Okay, we have the Tower in reverse, we have the World, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There is a strong energy of change over here, or at least a desire to shake things up. But right now your person is feeling stuck. They wouldn't really know where to begin. There is this desire to close a chapter. Perhaps, again, this tower isn't built on a very steady foundation. So your person kind of wants to leave this behind, really wants to wrap things up. But as of right now, they don't know how. They are stuck. There's no sense of direction. And perhaps they haven't really even taken care of the practical aspects that would be involved in this change. So even if it were to happen, it will feel quite destabilizing for them at the moment. But there is definitely a desire to have a shift here, to look towards better and brighter horizons. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Three of Pentacles. So there is definitely this desire to build, build something secure, build a future on a steady foundation. And I'm getting it that from a financial perspective, with this person, it could work out. So the practical arrangements could really work out between the two of them. But what is happening here, as I split the deck, I got the Queen of Cups in reverse. the truth is there is no love. So just to make it quite clear here, because the cards are making it clear, there is not much of an emotional attachment, not much of an emotional involvement, not much affection is being exchanged here. But there are other things at play that currently are keeping your person attached to the third party. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. I think the messages were pretty straightforward here. I will give this deck one little shuffle, and then we'll draw clarifiers for all of these cards here. Okay, so the energy around the connection. Show me the Five of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups, Knight of Chalices. Okay, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. There's a restless energy, okay? There is a restless energy. Something needs to be healed here. We also have the Hermit. Your person is looking inward. They are really analyzing the situation. Of course, I was speaking of the Hermit just earlier when we were talking about the Courage card. So, yes, it is indeed a kind of confirmation that they are looking within them. They are going on well, a spiritual journey, if you will, a self-discovery journey, kind of closing themselves off from the world in order to understand how to proceed, how to actually move forward in a way that brings them happiness, brings them to true happiness, because right now there is a lot of restlessness. I wouldn't say that they feel comfortable or that they feel at ease where they're at right now with the Four of Swords in reverse. It is a restless energy. It is an energy of trying to look somewhere else for answers, okay? Let's clarify the feelings. Show me the Fool in reverse with the Four of Pentacles and with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Let's try one more time. Five of Wands, okay. Five of Wands in reverse with Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, so there is this wish to put down a heavy burden, a very heavy burden that they're having to carry, and I'm assuming that this connection has become burdensome to a degree. There's a lot of internal conflict with the Five of Wands in reverse. I'm saying internal. There may actually not be any arguments with this person, with this third party. So on the surface, everything might seem quite amicable between the two of them. They may be getting along quite well, or there may be like a sense of friendship or commitment, but below the surface, so in this person's mind, there is quite a strong sense of conflict. They are feeling very conflicted about where they're at and where they're headed, and yes, the connection has become burdensome, and the thing is they don't know what to do about it, because there is some involvement that they have, and if they just essentially run away, just break up all of a sudden or cut ties all of a sudden, there will be a lot of loose ends that would need to be taken care of. So this person is feeling apprehensive what an ending would mean in this case, okay, and perhaps having a hard time starting fresh. This is what these two cards are telling me. So again, let's clarify the intentions also. So, okay, so this card came out upright first, and then it reversed. It is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so it wants to be reversed. Let's draw at least one more card. Okay, so there's two of them. Okay, we have, what is this? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse again. So this message cross-checks itself. We get it twice again in the same position, and then we also have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So as far as intentions go, again there's this sense of stuckness and sense of stillness. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, it's as if your person is unwilling to learn. They are unwilling to learn the lessons of this connection, which is quite unfortunate, because again, even a connection that feels burdensome or heavy or toxic, or apparently meaningless, still has a lot of things to teach us about ourselves, about how we view romance, about what we want in a partner. Very important. So there's this unwillingness to learn from their mistakes, or just an unwillingness to shift the attitude, because there is no growth with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So the seeds that they planted, so to speak, the foundation that they created, didn't lead to something that would flourish. Let's just put it this way, that perhaps for some of you, your person may have known this third party for a really long time, if it is a romantic connection, and they may have been dating or being boyfriend and girlfriend, or it can also be same sex, doesn't really matter. They have had a relationship for a really long time, and it didn't really progress to something more, an engagement or a marriage, but yet they still feel very tied to this person, even though what they have isn't developing, it isn't flourishing into something more, into something better. On the bottom of the deck, I have the Five of Swords in reverse. So there is this acknowledgement that they cannot win, they cannot be victorious if they continue in this way. But at the current time, again, there is the feeling of stuckness. So we will see when we get the cards for you, how they feel about you right now, and whether their feelings for you might lead to something more eventually, something more beautiful for them in their lives. Okay, so let's get some cards now on your side, and we can compare. We will be checking again the energy of the connection right now. We will be checking your person's feelings for you, and then their intentions for the future. So let's give the cards a couple of shuffles, shall we? Okay, I think that's enough actually. So, group one's person. If you're enjoying the video, remember to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I will be posting more pick a card readings very soon, so I would love it if you could stick around for more. I also post some channeled messages every now and then from your person. That could also be very fun to watch. So we have the Queen of Swords here in the current energy. What else? Two more cards wanted to come out. We have, all right, the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so there is a truth. There is a truth that this person knows in regards to your connection, and this truth is weighing heavy on them, right? And there is this huge desire with the Eight of Wands to communicate, to come forward. And this is not just giving you a call to check how you're doing, or having a little chit chat about what's been going on. No, there is a truth that they have discovered, perhaps from their soul searching, perhaps from them looking at their situation. There is something they want to communicate, and the more they postpone this communication, the more difficult it gets for them, the more burdensome it gets for them. The Queen of Swords always speaks the truth. She is very wise, she is very logical, and she will not sugarcoat things. So there is this awareness, something that they have understood, and if they don't communicate it to you, then they are being dragged down more and more into sadness, essentially into despair. They feel all tied up, but they want to escape that. They want to reveal something to you here. All right, maybe the clarifiers will tell us more about the situation. So how about the feelings? How about the feelings that group one's person has for group one? What kind of feelings do they have? Please show me. A lot of cards wanted to come out. I will put them back in, but let's note that the Queen of Cups upright is on top. So there is a lot of love flowing here. I can feel that. Okay, so we have these three cards. We have the High Priestess in reverse, we have the Fool in reverse, and then we also have the Two of Swords in reverse. So, getting back to that Queen of Cups, I sense that deep down inside, this person knows that there is a lot of love in the connection. It is something they understand, yet they keep hushed. Oftentimes, even to themselves, they try to ignore it. Perhaps for some of you, they are uncertain of how you feel. And even though their intuition might be telling them that the feelings are reciprocated, they refuse to listen to that. Okay? But again, I see a lot of mirroring. This is interesting. It doesn't happen that often. I see a lot of mirroring here between the top row of cards and the second row of cards. You can see it in the colors. You can see it in the figures. So I would say that in order for this person to speak the truth, they should learn to trust their intuition and their inner knowing. In order for this person to put down the burden, they should be able to take a leap of faith, surrender themselves to the experience and just go for it, just give it a go. In order for them to communicate with the Two of Swords in reverse, it's interesting. They need to open their heart, they need to take the blindfold off and see things for what they are. Because right now, they are blocking themselves. All of these things are blocked. But if all of these cards would be turned upright, we would have the solution for everything that is here in the first row of cards. And I do sense some kind of back and forth. It's like they are aware one moment and then the next they start doubting. This is the problem. Let's check their intentions. Let's have a look at their intentions. Group 1's person intentions with Group 1. I just love the symmetry. It is unbelievable. This doesn't happen so often in a reading. Alright, so we have the Six of Cups in reverse and then we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Oh, I'm getting this feeling that your person right now is trying to disconnect from the past. Perhaps if the two of you share a history and you have shared some meaningful moments together, they are kind of trying to disconnect from that in order to protect themselves in a sense, right? I'm getting this feeling that they are trying to protect their own heart. Because of this doubt, because of this self-doubt, it's like they are pushing down on all of the loving memories and really trying to very hard to suppress this feeling that the two of you are kindred spirits, that the two of you really get each other on a much higher level than most people do. I have the Six of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting this feeling like there is this unwillingness to move on, to try something new in the energy, even though they know it would bring them peace. They would rather stay stuck in something that is damaging, right? Just because it's familiar. It is really sad. Again, I cut on exactly the same card, the Eight of Swords. It's in reverse. It's like they want to break free. They want to break free from their mental prison, yet they don't know how. It's a back and forth. It's a strange energy. Why are they holding themselves back so much? I just want to know why. Why are they holding back so much? Why are they suppressing all of these feelings? Queen of Pentacles, okay, and the Emperor. I'm getting this feeling that your person loves to be in control. They like to be seen and appreciated for their strong energy. They like to be, in a sense, like a pillar, if you will, for the people closest to them. They really have a very masculine role that they assume. It doesn't matter what gender they are, but they like to be the provider, they like to be the protector, to be seen as strong and powerful and a bit of an authority figure. And the issue here is that you're the Queen of Pentacles. You have everything you need. You are stable, you are secure. You don't need to be provided for. You don't need anyone to assume that role for you. The way I see it, you're doing very well on your own. You are not a needy person by any measure, okay? And for some reason, it is a bit silly, in my opinion. It is a bit laughable, but this person feels, in a sense, diminished or intimidated because you are so self-reliant, you are so self-sufficient, or at least that's how they see you, okay? And they feel a bit less than, they feel a bit unworthy or unimportant because, again, they perceive you this way, like you have everything you need. It is really a silly thought. I do not get it, but this may be part of the reason why they are holding back so much, feeling that they wouldn't have a lot to offer you, or your connection wouldn't fulfill that desire in them to be the stable and secure figure that someone else relies on and depends on. Let's pull some clarifiers for you, and maybe afterwards we'll get some advice. It's really an interesting reading, but there are a lot of feelings here. Only your person is really going back and forth. It's such a shame. Such a shame. I still can't get over the beautiful symmetry. I want to have this as a screenshot for our video. So, to clarify the feelings, we have the Tower. The energy. Sorry. Clarifying the energy, we have the Tower. And we also have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. There is a need for transformation here, and the universe is saying that if this person doesn't make a decision, something will happen to shake things up, because they need to give more to the connection. This is the message that I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles. Your person needs to give more to the connection and be more involved. They need to open up, and they need to balance things out. So again, if they are unwilling to transform the energy, then the universe may very well do something about it to shake things up, to help this person act on their feelings. Because again, you cannot live like this in a kind of emotional desert. The universe does want to balance things out and to help your person get more meaning into their lives, okay? So, as for the feelings, let's pull some clarifiers. Show me here the High Priestess with the Fool and the Two of Swords all in reverse. Please show me all of these cards. What are they about? What kind of feelings is this person hiding? Okay, we have, this is the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Chariot in reverse. Again, they are feeling quite unbalanced, the way I see it. And it is this back and forth. This is a seesaw, okay? Back and forth all the time, weighing their options. 1 minute, they're confident in your connection, and then the next, they are doubting everything. So completely out of balance and quite apprehensive about making a move. With the Chariot in reverse, there is a lack of clarity and a lack of direction here. And should I add, a lack of courage to do what's right. Getting back to our original card here that you chose. So how about the intentions? So we have the Emperor in reverse, and then we also have Judgment in reverse. A lot of reversals here. Major arcana. So let me have a sip of tea for that. There is again this message with the Emperor in reverse about them not feeling stable enough to make a worthy contribution to your life. Okay? It is a bit of a lack of self-esteem. But with Judgment in reverse, the message is that they are not seeing clearly. They are not seeing clearly here. And again we have these two cards of a bright light shining over them, a bright light guiding them, and they are not seeing it. They refuse to see it. It is quite unfortunate. Let me get just one more card because it is unclear how they might move towards group 1 in the future. What may they do? Okay, so we got these two cards. We got the Magician, and then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so if they are trying to make something happen, if they are trying to manifest a change here with you, they seem quite unwilling to make the first move. This is the message that I'm getting off these cards. They are indeed hoping to manifest something. They perhaps, even if it's not intentional, even if they know nothing of manifestation, they may be thinking about you so much or dreaming about you so much that they are unconsciously manifesting you. But with the Knight of Swords in reverse, they refuse to make the first move. They refuse to take the first step, to take action here. Is this person wanting group 1 to make the first move, or what exactly are they? Because now I'm intrigued. What are they expecting here from this connection? What are they expecting? What do they see happening ideally? Should I phrase it this way? What do they see happening ideally in regards to group 1? Oh, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. My goodness, there were so many reversals. So, in short, they feel like they will be unsuccessful. We can't get past this feeling, no matter how much I try to phrase it, no matter what kind of questions I'm trying to ask. They feel like whatever attempts they may have at moving things in your connection, that they will be unsuccessful. Okay, moving things to calmer waters with the Six of Swords. So there is this kind of hope of a transition, of a transformation, but they feel like they will be unsuccessful. So very stuck, not taking action. And again we have the Four of Swords in reverse. So again they are restless about this, they are overthinking this, I would say, a lot. And this is the message. So we can't get past this energy no matter how hard we try. It is absolutely unbelievable. I haven't seen something like this in a really long time. Really stubborn energy on your person's side. It's like a refusal. No, no, no. It cannot be this way. So I'm very frustrated. I will just get some messages here for you. Some oracle cards. Maybe we'll get some closing advice on how you may proceed. So for group 1, what kind of advice does the universe have right now for group 1? Group 1. Let's get some advice for this situation. Very frustrating situation with a very, very stubborn person. They are making me angry right now. I'm incredibly angry at them. And that's how it is sometimes. So, advice for group 1. Alright. So, coming to life and strength. Number 29 and number 24. So these are your message cards, advice cards. So what I'm seeing here is that the universe is encouraging you to, if you have been still for a really long time, perhaps waiting for this person to change, waiting for something to happen, if you have committed yourself, staying true to this connection, the universe is encouraging you to at least consider breaking free of this thought pattern, trying to find things that you love doing, that bring life and bring joy into your world. Follow the things that make you happy, and if that may involve meeting new people, the universe is saying that's totally fine. If it's something you want to do, perhaps it is starting a new hobby or learning something new that you have always been interested in, enjoying your everyday life, not being stuck on this person. Whatever they are doing, they need to process it themselves, remember, and you're also getting the message of strength, which in this card also makes me think of flexibility, standing in your own power and moving gracefully, no matter what kind of weights you carry on your shoulder. You have the power, you have the strength to move through challenging times and to find your happiness regardless of the circumstances. So these are the closing messages for you. I'm really, really very sorry about what is happening to your person. I am sending you the biggest hug, and I do hope very much that things turn around for you very soon. And I'm also hoping that you can indeed find joy in the things that make you happy, that you keep on chasing your happiness, moving towards your happiness, having a beautiful vision of a positive future. Okay, so this is where I leave you, Group 1. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope this reading was beneficial. Please take good care of yourself. I hope you're having a good day or a good night wherever you are. And maybe I will see you in one of my next videos. Okay, so until next time, bye! Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. So today you chose card number 19, Temptation. And you also chose this beautiful golden feather. Let's put it to the side and talk about the card first. So, in a sense, this card is pretty straightforward, but the more you start thinking about it, the more scenarios come to mind. So, first of all, I do get the feeling that, at least for some of you choosing this group, the person that you are thinking about represents temptation, because you may be in some kind of connection, in some kind of relationship yourself. Or it may be the other way around, obviously. So you representing a temptation for this person. It is something very hushed, something you may only think about late at night when the lights are off. And it is almost like a dream. There is a kind of surreal feeling to how you are envisioning this person, and perhaps you are really seeing them in a different light compared to who they truly actually are. And for some of you, there is something risky. So perhaps you are very much single, but there is something about this person that feels dangerous. You are tempted by an aspect of their life or their personality that feels a bit unusual, it feels a bit risky, something that you wouldn't normally entertain. Now all of a sudden feels quite fascinating. I don't know, perhaps your person is living some kind of rock and roll lifestyle, or perhaps they have been open about some dark aspects of their lives, and instead of finding that repulsive or scary, there is a sense of attraction. There is that temptation. So let's hope that the tarot will clarify that. But of course, today we are asking about a third party. So if you are here, your person is in a third party situation, and we want to know all about what is going on with this person, and also on your side, get a feeling of what kind of thoughts your person has for you, what kind of feelings. We will be looking at the third party first. So let's get a feel of the energy in their connection. So your person and the third party, let's see what kind of feelings they have for this third party, and also what kind of intentions they have in the future with this third party. Just letting you know that I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything in this reading, so if there's any message that is potentially triggering, I'm already very sorry, but I will try to be transparent about everything that comes out in this reading. I'm getting this message that these cards are in regards to the energy, and these cards are in regards to the feelings. Okay, so let's have a look at them together. So in terms of the energy, we have Temperance in reverse and the Moon in reverse. Okay, so this really speaks of someone being imbalanced, perhaps. Yeah, there is a sense of toxicity. It is exactly what I was just saying earlier. There is, I can't put my finger in it, some kind of damaging behavior, perhaps, in regards to this third party. Fill it in as you wish. I don't want to make this video triggering for anyone, but there may be addictions involved. There may be some questionable sexual behaviors involved, and I think this person, this third party, is fueling all of this. And it's as if when your person is with them, they can be open about their own darker traits, about their own damaging behaviors. So it's as if when they are with this person, they can be fully open, all right? Be naked in front of them, metaphorically, and still feel accepted and still feel encouraged. But again, I'm getting this feeling that whatever person that they are dealing with is fueling this darkness within their lives. Let's have a look at the feelings, shall we? So we have, what is this? Okay, so it's the Magician. In this deck it's called the Witch, so it's the Magician in reverse. We have the Queen of Wands, and then we have card of the Lovers, number 6. So I'm getting the feeling that this connection is causing your person to be quite ungrounded in general. With the Magician, there is a sense of potentiality, of dreams being made manifest, thoughts becoming reality. There's a blockage here. So whatever life path your person is on, the connection that they're in is blocking that. So this connection isn't in the best interest and isn't happening for the highest good of your person. It is as if they are being stopped from reaching their full potential and walking on a meaningful life path. But what cannot be denied here is that there is some attraction and there is some common ground between these two, a sense of understanding, and I think most of all this is rooted in very strong physical attraction. And also with the Queen of Wands, there is a sense of keeping up appearances, a kind of desire for glamour, for being the center of attention. And I do think that your person may be glamorizing this connection very much, or whatever this connection brings, or this third party brings to the table, appears very glamorized in your person's eyes. It's almost like an Instagram influencer kind of lifestyle. There's something that seems very cool about it, but we need to remember that there is toxicity there. So not everything is as it seems. And just because there may be photos where they're both smiling and enjoying life, it doesn't mean that they are leading a life that is full of meaning. I would say it is almost as if there is this wish for some of you that they would like to appear as the cool couple, relationship goals, something like that. But there is something inauthentic here. I can't put my finger on it. There's no cups on the table so far. Let's get a few more cards to have a look at their intentions with this person. Group 2. Group 2's person and their intentions with a third party. What kind of intentions do they have? Okay, so we have Page of Wands, we have Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Tower. A very interesting combination. This is really making me think. Just so you know, on the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Cups in reverse, which speaks of separation. It's not seeing eye to eye, not connecting emotionally. So it is as if your person will come to understand that whatever they have with this person is a small passion with a Page of Wands. It is interesting, it is fun, yet it is also quite small in comparison to what they could have. I do get that there is this understanding. With the Seven of Pentacles, it is sometimes seen as a card of divine timing. So what I'm getting here is that in the near future, your person might come to understand that it may be time to move on. This card is telling me a story. I'm hearing the words that they got their money's worth. I'm not implying that your person was paying for any services from this third party. But I would think that in their lives they were getting some benefits from this connection with minimal investment. Everything very physical, not a lot of emotional attachment, perhaps for some even a friends with benefits situation. And again, it required not that much involvement on your person's part. So if they were to invest more, then that's when it would stop making sense. And I see your person acknowledging this, realizing this, the fact that it was just a small passion, and perhaps it's time to shake things up and move on. An event which might be quite disruptive. I am not currently aware, with the cards on the table, what kind of attachments are actually in place on the other side. So what kind of feelings this third party, this person, has for them. But I kind of see this image of all hell breaking loose when this happens. But your person knows it and understands it. So there is a sense of calm acknowledgement of it was good while it lasted, but eventually it is time to move on. Okay, so these are the messages that I'm getting off these cards. I will pull some clarifiers now for everything that's on the table. Okay, give me the energy energy of the connection. Let's clarify Temperance in reverse with the Moon in reverse. What is that about? What is that about? What is this imbalanced, toxic energy? Okay. Okay. So we have 3 cards. We have 3 of Cups in reverse. We have, what is this? The 8 of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have 3 of Wands. So your person is definitely looking towards new horizons with the 3 of Wands. They would like to invest in something better. They would like to turn a new page. Not very eager to put in a lot of work for the connection that they have right now with a third party. Because again, there is not a lot of joy with the 3 of Cups, and there is definitely not a sense of friendship or mutual trust. Okay, so whatever is happening, I feel that it is all based in the physical. So if your person, for example, was going through something, a challenging event in their lives, and they were seeking advice from a friend, someone to listen to them and soothe them and understand them, that this person, this third party, wouldn't be that friend that they would turn to. Okay, so not much friendship and not a lot of eagerness to invest, and definitely looking at different options over here. So let's clarify the feelings now. Tell me about the Magician in reverse with the Queen of Wands and the Lover's card. What are those cards about? What are they about? What are they about? So, we have 7 of Swords, okay? It's a card of deception. We have the 7 of Pentacles, okay? And then we have the Hierophant. So, again, with the 7 of Swords, there is deception. It may be in the form of something that they are not telling to this person. They are not being truthful about something. It could be in the form of self-deception, so perhaps lying to themselves that this connection can work out, but I'm not really getting this feeling that much. I think the most overwhelming feeling in this context is that the image that they put out to the world in regard to this third party is a fake one. So nothing is as it seems in their connection. And your person is spiritually aware. With the Hierophant, they are in touch with their own higher self. They are in touch with a higher power in their lives. They know where to turn for advice. And I think that really they are quite crystal clear about the situation. Very logical about it too. So they are aware of the kind of behaviors they are engaging with. They understand that perhaps this isn't emotionally fulfilling or meaningful, but as of right now, it works. So this is the message that I'm getting. As of right now, whatever they have going on, it works. But again, we get the 7 of Pentacles, a card of divine timing, and it leads us back to this card that essentially whatever they are getting from this connection, they have a clear sense of how far they are willing to go, and also in a sense of the connection's expiry date. This is exactly the message that I'm hearing, the message that I'm getting right now in my head. So all of these cards want to clarify. No, not all of them. Okay, so just these 3. We have the 8 of Wands, we have the 6 of Cups, and we have the Chariot over here. So there is a lot of quick movement coming off of these cards. Both the Eight of Wands and the Chariot are some of the fastest moving energies in the deck. The Chariot also brings with it a sense of direction, and the Eight of Wands is very indicative of communication. Sometimes it's communication out of the blue, just a sudden news of something. The Six of Cups speaks of the past and meaningful connections in the past. So I do wonder over here whether you have some history with this person, whether the two of you have shared something together in the past. This may not apply to everyone watching this reading, but it may be for a few of them that this person is an ex, or someone you've had feelings for, or someone who has had feelings for you in the past. And there's a sense of resurfacing. So again, getting back to our cards over here, I believe that when, let's say, the relationship with a third party reaches its expiry date, because these are exactly the words that I was getting in my head, the change will be very quick, and your person will be very, very determined to take action to end this connection and move on. So it may be sudden news that really comes out of nowhere and it surprises you. It's almost unbelievable, like a unicorn, almost like a fantasy. Because the truth is, we have here on the back of the deck, the Three of Swords. There is sorrow and there is heartbreak over here. Deep down inside, in the heart, in the soul. Even though the passion is taken care of, you cannot ignore the heart's desires for too long. The heart wants what it wants, right? So there is a sense of heartbreak and pain. It's really very deep inside. Perhaps this is something very hushed. Not a lot of people have seen the more vulnerable side of your person. They have been really successful in keeping the lid on all of this sorrow. But eventually it will come bubbling to the surface. And I can see them being actually quite determined to take quick action as soon as they're ready to exit this connection. Alright guys, so I had to take a little break, but now I'm ready to do your side of the reading. So how does your person feel for you? And what is the energy, current energy of the connection? And what kind of intention does Group 2's person have with Group 2? Let's have a couple of quick shuffles and then we're ready to go. So first we will be looking at the energy, current energy in the connection. Let's see. Alright, these cards already wanted to. Well, it's just one. It is the King of Swords in reverse. Let's see, what else? Okay, Page of Swords kind of came out sideways. I will keep it like this. Is this all? I feel like it's not all. So I will do what? Okay. So we have here the Ten of Swords with the Three of Wands. Alright, so yeah, we do have enough space if we lay them out like so. Let's push these pine cones to the side. Okay, so it is very interesting. I have to wonder, did you guys have some kind of argument? Did you have some kind of situation where you really didn't see eye to eye? Because there's some tension in the connection right now. And with the Ten of Swords, there is a desire to end this cycle, to put an end to what was hurtful, what was bad, and start afresh with the Three of Wands. Look towards a brighter future. With the King of Swords in reverse and the Page of Swords sideways, it also kind of wanted to be reversed. There's almost a sense that there were some words said that were not very kind. Perhaps whatever situation you had going on could have been handled better. And there's some regret attached to it. Because whatever was spoken, be it in an argument or some kind of conversation that the two of you had, whatever was said wasn't necessarily truthful. So, for example, if this person said that they want nothing to do with you, something along those lines, that wasn't actually true. They acted impulsively, and I can sense that they actually let their emotions get the better of them, and whatever negativity they were feeling at the current time just got dumped onto you. And perhaps it was for no good reason whatsoever. So I do see some kind of tension, some kind of friction here, and the situation that could have been dealt with a lot better. So I don't know who the person was, the one who was speaking hurtful words. They didn't mean it. It was almost in a sense trying to stir an emotional reaction. So those words, even if they hurt, that wasn't the intention. And again, this could have been dealt with differently, but it was essentially an attention-seeking behavior, looking to incite some kind of emotional reaction in the other person. And there has been pain over that. I can see it very well with the Ten of Swords. And again, the desire to move past that, to reconcile. So let's see, currently, what are their feelings? What are their feelings towards group 2? So I assume that those cards that flew just out there are the cards that we should be looking at. Okay, so let's flip them over. We have the Hermit. We also have Death. And one more card. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Alright, so again, this speaks of desire for transformation with the Death card, leaving the past in the past, and like a phoenix, burning away everything that the relationship entailed and rising anew from the ashes. This person has done some kind of introspection, some kind of soul searching with the Hermit. They have been looking within for answers, for some guidance, trying to understand what it is about your connection that stands out so much. With the Nine of Pentacles, I'm kind of wondering whether they find your presence a little bit intimidating. You are a person who commands respect, and you know how to hold up your boundaries. And I do see that they admire that about you. In their eyes, you are very poised, very intelligent and self-sufficient, and they can really appreciate your value. And there is definitely that desire to turn a fresh page, to start a new chapter in your connection. Let's see if we can get more on this when we pull the clarifiers. I would also like to know right now, what are these person's intentions for the connection? What are their intentions? So we have here Justice, okay. So restoring balance, doing what's right. Really giving to the relationship and giving back. So if this has been at some point in time one-sided, then I can see your person wanting to give more. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I will draw one more card. Okay, this wanted to come out. And we have Six of Wands. All right. For all of this, on the bottom of the deck, we have the World in reverse. So this speaks of a chapter, of a story that has not yet ended. It has not yet achieved completion. So, what you have going on, even if, as of right now, you may be doubting whether there's any future for your connection, this card speaks of, again, a chapter that is not yet fully written, a stage that has not fully played out just yet. So if at any point in time you thought that you may have reached an ending with this person, the universe is trying to communicate that there's more in store for the two of you, okay? And there's definitely a desire for victory, achieving some kind of success, be it reconciliation or coming together. I can see that this person wants to be victorious, and they want to be seen, they want to be noticed and appreciated by you. And in order to be seen like that, they are willing to do more for the connection, to restore balance, to make things right. Perhaps that may involve apologizing, admitting their faults, trying to make things right for you. With the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, in this case in particular, I see a person, I feel that it is you, who has been giving and giving and giving a lot, because the Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing. She looks after other people. She wants everyone to be taken care of. And I'm getting the feeling that you have given so much to this connection, emotionally, perhaps from your own time. I can see some efforts that have been put towards this and making it work. And you have reached a point where you felt like enough was enough. You were burnt out by this, the constant giving with not much reciprocation, with not much receiving. So at that point, you may have very well closed yourself off and decided you are not gonna give any more time, attention, emotion towards this, at least until things improve. And I can see it is certainly in your person's intentions to overcome these challenges and make things right again for the two of you, okay? Because this is not over yet. That's the message we are receiving. All right, let's pull some clarifiers now on your side, and then perhaps we will wrap up with a couple of messages of advice. But let's give this deck a little shuffle and see how can we clarify these messages. Energy of the connection, please. Give me a couple of clarifiers. Okay, we have justice again. We have strength, and there was one more card that wanted to come out. It was this one, and we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So what I'm seeing here again is this message of wanting to do better, to give more, and to fight for the connection with a strength card. I'm getting the feeling that it would take your person a certain degree of determination to get out of this third-party situation, which seems quite comfortable, but as we have seen, it does have an expiry date. They feel they can be in it for the long run, but there are some issues here to overcome, and also I can feel that there is a lot of effort and a lot of work that needs to be put in to make things right with you, so that you can, I feel like saying, once again come into union. I don't know if you have ever been in union with this person and something has broken, so perhaps they are an ex-partner, ex-husband, or just someone who has been an important part in your life, and the two of you have fallen out. And yes, there is this desire to make things right and bring peace and harmony back into your relationship. And just as I'm saying this, I'm noticing a very interesting detail. Can you see how this frame, this blackboard in the two cards just aligns almost perfectly here? The Ten of Swords is being followed almost naturally, as if they are part of the same image, by the Three of Wands. So again, there is a wish to heal any suffering that has happened in order to look onto brand new horizons, in order to create a brighter future in which the two of you can actually come together. Because I'm getting the feeling that this separation has been the source of a lot of pain for your person. Alright, let's clarify the feelings. Let's clarify the feelings right now. Give me some clarifiers for the Hermit, Death, and Nine of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yes, they are holding on to something that the two of you may have experienced in the past. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Swords together. So they came out together. We're gonna read them together. So I'm getting the feeling that they are eager to speak the truth about how they see you, about what an important source of balance and grounding you are in their lives. I do believe that in this third-party connection that they have right now on their side, there is a degree of chaos. There's some toxicity. And you, on the other hand, just feel so balanced, so stable. And again, you get this person feeling very grounded. And they want to open up about that. They want to tell you how you make them feel. And they are very much holding on to whatever the two of you have had in the past, before there was any turbulence or any sudden ending. We also have these two cards, again, coming together. Two eights. Funny enough, we have the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, both of them in reverse. I think this person feels like they haven't put enough effort into your relationship. They seem quite ashamed of this. There is a sense of disappointment that I could have done better. Things could have worked out differently if I would have been available and open to do the work. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, the first message that really comes to my mind is that of bad news. Something that they find out within their own lives that makes them feeling, gets them feeling regretful. There is a sense of regret over here. Perhaps it may have very well been, for a few of you, them suddenly getting some divorce papers, right? This can imply some kind of loss, or perhaps even news of some health issues that you don't want to hear. And whatever has happened, I sense that it is in the past, but it made this person very much regret not doing more in your relationship and not putting in the work, because it's almost as if this message of bad news happened as a consequence of your falling out or of your separation. This is the way I would interpret it. Eight of Wands can also be blocked communication, but in this context, I do get this sense of regret. If only I would have put in more effort and I would have worked on my connection with group 2, then this unfortunate event wouldn't have happened. Alright, we have a bunch of cards here. Let's have a look at all of them. So the first card that came out is the Star, and it landed on top of this Six of Wands. So there is a hope for victory, and there is a hope for reconciliation, making things right, achieving success, getting together or getting back together. Then we have the Seven of Wands, and this to me speaks of how this person feels that you are worth fighting for. They really want to stand their ground here, work things out, do some damage control, and then repair your connection. We also have here the Sun in reverse, and then we also have the Chariot. So this to me says that if they don't move forward, there will always be some lack of joy. They will not feel fulfilled unless they move towards you, unless they come to repair this connection, to work on your connection, to put aside whatever they have had, whatever involvement was there with any third party, clear that out of their lives, leave it in the past and start fresh over here. If they don't do this, it's almost as if a shadow will always be following them and stealing their joy. And it is quite interesting that the driver of the Chariot is holding a sunflower, and that is lighting up the way. And I feel that the beautiful emotions that they hold for you light up the path for them in doing what's right, eventually doing what's right. They have a lot of hope for your connection, and again, they are very eager to fight for it, to make things right. And I do believe, by the look of things, it won't be long until something changes, until they start to turn things around. We have the Chariot here and here on both sides in the same position. The Chariot really indicates swift movement. It is a very fast moving energy. So I can pretty confidently say that whatever changes they have in mind for their lives will happen very suddenly. So just before we close off this reading, let's get a couple of messages of advice for you from the universe. You know what, I will get this new Angels deck. If it's some kind of timing message, we can also keep that in mind. Otherwise, we'll see what the angels want to tell you. So, some advice here for group 2. Some advice on the connection that they have. We have this card. It's up to you. Okay? So the angels are saying it's up to you. Essentially to decide if you really want this person in your life, and if you are willing to work with them to heal the connection. It's all up to you. There's no right or wrong decision. And the other card is let go. So let go of expectations here. Also let go of the past, of what has been hurtful. Allow this beautiful universal healing energy to flow through your body. For your own sake and for your own peace of mind, forgive and let go. And let the universe take care of the rest. Okay, let me get one more card for you. Just feeling like think one more card before we close off this reading. It's this one. Big happy changes. So, whatever is happening in the near future will bring you a lot of happiness. The message is pretty self-explanatory. You don't have to put a lot of thought into it. You don't really need to do much to lift a finger. Just let go. Live your own life. I believe that this person will actually take care of the rest for a change, which is really exciting. Again, you are being asked to just let go and just allow. And consider what you're gonna do when the time comes and when this person finally reaches out to you to heal your connection. It is up to you. Your happiness should be your priority, okay? So this is all I have for you today, Group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was beneficial. If you did like it, if it resonated with you, you can leave a message in the comments section. I would really love to hear your thoughts on this. And do remember to subscribe for more readings. I do pick-a-card readings, and I also from time to time get channeled messages from your person. So if you're into that, please consider staying. I would love to have you here. But for now, I hope you're having a good day or a good night wherever you are. Take good care of yourself, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye! Hello Group 3, and welcome to your reading. So, it is really very late here. I've had a long day, but I really want to do this reading for you right now before I go to bed. I've cracked open a cold drink, so I'm hoping this will make for a very cheerful reading. I'm hoping to deliver some good news for you, but just so you know, I won't be sugarcoating anything. So I will be giving you the messages exactly how the cards show them, because it is important for you to know the truth, to have some clarity. You deserve clarity in your life. You deserve to know what is happening with the person you have feelings for and in which direction you should be headed. Okay, so you chose this beautiful swan charm. And also card number 11, take off your mask or your masks. Okay, so what does that tell us? First of all, one or both people in this connection may be wearing masks. Things aren't quite as they seem. It may be the case, at least for some of you, that there are feelings which may very well be mutual, but these feelings have never been expressed. That you were forced to play a role because of the circumstances that you both find yourselves in at this point in your life. There is something very delicate, very respectful. I'm sensing that you and your person are both very respectful of each other. And with the ballad shoes, I feel that you are handling your interactions very gracefully. It's as if no one wants to step out of line and make the other feel uncomfortable. These are the general impressions that I'm getting off the card. I will put it to the side for now, and we'll look at the tarot first. And we will be asking about the third party. That's where we begin. With this third party, this person whom they are involved with, we will be looking at the energy around their connection. We will be looking at your person's feelings. And we will also be looking at their intentions with the third party, with the other person. So, let's shuffle and get a couple of cards for the energy around their connection right now. What is the energy around their connection? What is going on between your person, Group 3, and the third party? Okay, so we have 6 of Cups in reverse, Let's get one or two more cards and then we'll speak about it. I want to see more, get a better grasp of the energy. We have Four of Cups, and we also have Ten of Wands. Okay, so first of all, I feel like your person is dissatisfied of where they're at in this connection right now with a third party. They perceive it as a burden for them. It's a lot of hard work to maintain the integrity of this connection, because emotionally they are feeling very detached right now. There was a similar message in group 1, but again, I do believe that each group is unique. Watch it if you will. I'm not saying it's necessarily for you. You know best. I will let you be the judge of that. Just because the message is repeating itself doesn't mean that the situation is identical. There may be many differences when you look at it in detail. Okay, so again, they are dissatisfied. This connection has become burdensome. And with the Six of Cups in reverse, there's almost this feeling of just putting the past in the past, wanting to move on. It is a sense of letting go. It is a sense of we are now two whole new different people. So let's leave whatever was nice in the past and not cling too much to the memories, okay? So there is a sense of your person wanting to detach from this connection with the third party. Let's have a look at their feelings. So we have Seven of Wands, we have the World, and then we have King of Swords in reverse. Okay. I feel that your person realizes that this chapter of their lives has reached an end. It is time to wrap it up. It is time to move on to a new experience. With the Seven of Wands, they are willing to stand up for themselves. They are willing to fight for what they desire, fight to make the change that they want to make. But with the King of Swords in reverse, there is almost a sense of fear of speaking their minds. And we'll see when we pull some more clarifiers what it is that they are afraid to express over here. Why it is that they are hesitant of speaking their own inner truth. It's almost as if they are preparing for a battle here. With this particular Seven of Wands, there is no threat, no apparent threat, no one else on the card attacking this person, yet they are preparing, they are bracing themselves for a potential fight where they would have to stand up for themselves and for what they feel is right. Let's get just a couple more cards for their intentions in this connection. We have the Five of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Ten of Cups. So with the Five of Swords in reverse, the Five of Swords normally speaks of the desire to win at all costs. So when I see it reversed, it is almost a sense of giving up. I give up what I thought was emotional fulfillment. I give up this vision of the future that could have been, because I recognize, I acknowledge that this connection is burdensome and I am dissatisfied. I am not getting my needs met emotionally, and whatever this third party is offering to your person, they don't seem to be interested. And they are acknowledging that it's time to give up. They can keep on fighting for this connection. Even though with the two beautiful cups cards, there may have been something in the past that was meaningful to both of them. But unfortunately, a lot of time has passed and a lot of has changed in the connection. So it just seems like it is no longer worth fighting for. Okay. Let's pull some clarifiers now for all of the cards on the table. Let's clarify the current energy between Group 3's person and the third party. Show me the 6 of Cups in reverse. Show me the 4 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. What is there to know about those 3 cards? Okay, so we have the Chariot in reverse. It is stagnation. It is also not wanting to move forward. Not wanting to move forward with this is the message that I'm receiving. A lot of cards fell onto the floor. I will keep on shuffling. Sometimes it just feels right to keep on shuffling. Unfortunately, it does take a very long time. Occasionally, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And we also have the 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so there is a loss of passion here. Whatever presented an interest in the past in regards to this third party is no longer attractive. Okay, so the passion is gone, the physical attraction is gone, and there is a sense of boredom in this relationship. And with the 3 of Wands in reverse, also, they are not seeing the future of this connection. They are not envisioning a future where the two of them can continue being together. So again, with the Chariot in reverse, it's like they're giving up and they are unwilling to push forward any longer. The message is quite clear. How about the feelings? Feelings right now. Let's clarify the 7 of Wands with the World and the King of Swords in reverse. And I'm really very interested in that King of Swords in reverse. Why are they afraid to speak out their truth? That's the energy that I'm getting off the card. Why are they afraid to speak their truth? Okay, we have the 5 of Cups. It was kind of flipping around. I don't even know if it wants to be upright or reversed. Just give it a little spin. Yeah, kind of sideways, really. 5 of Cups. We'll keep it like this. Three of Pentacles and 2 of Cups in reverse. So the 2 of Cups in reverse speaks of a breakup, essentially. Two people falling apart, 2 people deciding to end their relationship, a connection that where 2 people used to be on the same page, they are not on the same page anymore, so there is a separation. That's what the 2 of Cups in reverse signifies. And with the 3 of Pentacles, there was a desire to build. Unfortunately, there were efforts put into this connection. So if the current state of mind and the current state of emotions has been going on for a really long time, I do believe that these two may have put a lot of effort into mending what they had. Okay. The 5 of Cups typically represents a situation where there was some emotional loss, but there was still hope with 2 more cups upright. But it coming out sideways, it sort of signifies to me that there is actually not that much hope left anymore, that perhaps all of the 5 cups have fallen and spilled over. So if there have been any efforts in the past to repair this connection and actually build something solid together, I'm seeing that one or both people involved are seeing that it isn't going anywhere anymore, that a separation is imminent. So let's clarify the intentions, although this does feel quite obvious. We have the World and we have the Page of Swords. So some truths need to be spoken, okay? Even though it is painful. So I do believe that it is painful for your person to acknowledge the situation and really convey that message that what we had was beautiful, but I am not feeling our connection anymore, and perhaps it is time to end it. These are hard words to be said, but there is a desire to speak them out, to make things clear, and perhaps it will be done impulsively, because this third party actually holds the key to your person's freedom, okay? And what your person really wants is to be free again. So they may speak the words impulsively. The situation is really quite emotionally charged. It's not going to be easy, but again, we get the same card with the World. The World means the ending of a cycle. There is the need to close this chapter. All the lessons have been learned, and it is time for both people here to move on. So this is what I'm getting in regards to the third party. Now let's have a look at you and see where your person stands in regards to you. So we will do the exact same thing. We will look at the energy for the connection. We will have a look at the feelings and also the intentions. We will then clarify everything and perhaps put some messages at the end. Okay? So, first things first, we have the 8 of Pentacles. For the energy of the connection, we have the Tower. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so to me, this speaks of a sudden and earth-shattering transformation. So, if your person has been wearing a mask, if they have been guarded and really quite cautious of what kind of things they express to you, it's gonna come out of nowhere like a bolt of lightning, like a shock, what they are about to reveal. And what they want to reveal is that they are very eager to work on your connection and offer you a stable new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is a very solid offer, usually indicating commitment when it comes to romantic relationships. And it is really gonna come out of the blue and really completely blow your mind with the Tower. It is gonna be a very electrifying moment because, again, you will not be expecting this. Whenever it happens, it comes out of the blue. You have no idea it's coming your way. It is so sudden, and yet your person is so open and so authentic and so honest about the commitment they want to make, which is really amazing. So in terms of feelings, all of these things are falling out. So we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. Have we seen this before? Yes, we have. We have the Knight of Swords, and then we also have the 8 of Wands. So there is, again, a lot of determination, a lot of quick movement, wanting to come your way, wanting to speak the truth. It is the need, the desire to reveal how they feel for you. To be very assertive and really make a proper move on you. The Knight of Swords is also one who speaks the truth. And the Five of Swords in reverse is leading us back to this card. So right now, they are really feeling in their heart this urge to tell you all about what's been happening in their third-party connection and how they don't see it working out, and that they want a fresh new start with you. Again, this is really amazing and very fast-moving energy, so I wouldn't be surprised if this communication comes your way very, very soon. So in terms of intentions, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and then we also have the Six of Wands in reverse. So the Eight of Cups in reverse is telling me that no matter what hurdles there may be to overcome, they are not willing to give up on your connection. They are not willing to walk away from it because of what it means to them emotionally, with all of those cups lined up. And with the Six of Wands in reverse, I'm hearing this thought that they don't want glory, they don't want to be right, they just want to come your way, really open up, really be honest and transparent about everything, and make you an offer. And the Knight of Pentacles over here, they may take their time. So in the past, it may have seemed like you would perhaps wait a really long time for this person to come your way. But again, they are very reliable. They always make it to their destination. And perhaps there was some divine timing involved in this situation, and there were lessons to be learned over here on their side before they could come your way. But again, they are very, very determined to come and offer you something solid. They may even surprise you by saying that they would like it if you would move in together, or really progressing your relationship very, very fast, because they are absolutely unwilling to let you go. They don't want glory, they just want you to see them for who they are and to give them a chance. This is all that they are hoping for right now. So let's pull some clarifiers and see if there's anything else to know about this. Anything else that there is about group 3's connection with their person. So we have the Five of Swords for the third time, the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this person to me really comes across as very humble. I don't need to win, I don't need to be right. Here you can have everything. So perhaps they would even allow this third party person to keep some of their possessions, or gain some financial benefits from their separation. To your person, it doesn't really matter. They give up, they put their head down. They are willing to admit their own faults, but at the same time, they are very hopeful for a new beginning. I really love to see this kind of authenticity. I really do feel that they will really take off their mask in the best way possible. They will really reveal everything about themselves and their lives in all honesty. That's way too many cards. Let's just get one more card, perhaps. Let's just get one more clarifier. Ah, okay. This card has flipped and I haven't noticed. So, okay, it's the Fool. How great is that? It's the Fool. They are ready to step into a new experience. They are ready to embark on a new journey with you. No matter what that entails, they are completely open. Almost with this naive joy. They are ready to give it their best shot. No matter what the future may hold for you in your connection. They really seem very excited about it. and very eager to have this fresh start with you. We have the Five of Wands here in reverse when it comes to their feelings. And one more. I'm not gonna fight over this. I don't know what it is. We have the Two of Pentacles, and then we also have the Three of Swords. So there's this beautiful, happy energy of back and forth. I see the two of you having a heart-to-heart conversation and really taking turns in speaking your mind and opening up about matters of the heart and just being very vulnerable together, but at the same time very joyful and light-hearted. It is almost like a sense of connection that goes beyond words. It is this joyful lightheartedness of childhood. You really do get each other, and you can be silly together, you can be lighthearted together, you can joke about things, you can joke about serious things with a Three of Swords, just to ease off the tension. I can see that in the past this person has felt very hurt because the two of you couldn't be together, that you couldn't come together at that time. And I get the feeling that they will reveal something about that. They will tell you how painful it was to be separated from you, to have to spend time with this other person who they may have shared a past with, but they really didn't have feelings for anymore. And that was difficult because they were being not very authentic. And there has been a lot of internal conflict about why they were doing that, why they were staying in this connection when their heart was elsewhere. And I think they will tell you all about that. They will truly very much open up and letting you know how things have been for them from perhaps even the first time that they met you, or the first time they realized they were getting feelings for you. Okay, so we'll just clarify the last three cards now and perhaps pull a couple of messages of advice for you. So okay, this is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you guys. So we have the Two of Cups. Okay, we have, what is this? The Princess of Wands. Is this the Page of Wands? I think, perhaps. I think it's not the Knight. I think it's the Page. So Page of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Lover's card. Okay, so how beautiful is that? We have the Two of Cups and the Lovers, both of them together. Intentions. They really want to make this connection a reality. They really have very real, honest intentions with you. Perhaps in the future they will even make an offer of marriage. This is really truly how deeply they feel for you. You guys are kindred spirits. You really get each other. You're really on the same page in your minds, in your hearts, in your souls. The Two of Cups is a soulmate card, twin flame card. There is something really special about your connection, that you don't just get this with anyone. Okay? And they really, really want to bring this into reality. And with this Page, I think it is a Page of Wands in reverse. Let's look at the imagery together, because we see here a woman looking into the distance, waiting for some kind of letter, waiting for news, waiting for a sign from their lover. They are holding roses in their hand. This is a matter of love, okay? It's reversed. What they are saying is that they don't want to keep you waiting any longer for them. They really want to step forward, right? reveal their feelings, really turn this into our reality. So this is not just a daydream, it is not a fantasy. They want to make it into reality. They really hate the thought of keeping you waiting for any longer, because again, with the Knight of Pentacles, it must have been really quite a long wait for the two of you to come together. But the feelings are so beautiful. They are mutual, they are reciprocated. They are reciprocated and they are so deep. It really makes my heart happy right now, just as I'm telling you this. I get this beautiful tingle. I just knew, I had a feeling that I would be delivering good news in this reading, right from the get-go. There's not much to say. I will just get you a couple of advice cards from your angels, because there is definitely some beautiful, beautiful angel energy protecting the two of you. Definitely for this kind of connection to happen, there is always some help from above. So let's see what your angels have to say about this. Give me a couple of advice cards for our beautiful group 3 here and their person who really seem to be truly in love with each other. So these two cards really came out just before for group 2. I usually take a card even though it came out for a different group, but these two together, this is a bad shuffle, okay? So, but the cards are big happy changes and let go, but I will keep on shuffling. So within the next few months, this is a message, so whatever is coming your way, whatever communication or offer is coming from your person, it is coming within the next few months. Okay, and let's get a couple of more messages. Look for a sign, okay? This is pretty straightforward. You just ask the universe for a sign. You can get a little bit more specific on what kind of sign you will be looking for, or give me a sign that, and you add in there this and that. Give me a sign that this person is my soulmate, or give me a sign that they are thinking about me. You can really put anything in there. Look for a sign. You are being asked for, you are being asked to demand a sign from the universe. And this is really just for your own peace of mind, for if you're ever feeling doubtful about something. But by the look of things, everything will come together. Even if you don't believe it will, it still will come together so beautifully. And the last card is romance. And romance is really in the air so much in your reading. There is so much love on the table. It's unbelievable. Just look at these 3 cards and tell me, aren't these 2 souls that are absolutely made for each other, and that who share the most beautiful feelings, the most authentic, loving feelings, unconditional love? This is what these cards say. So I will leave them here right in the center of your reading to look at. You can even screenshot this and remind yourself from time to time, if you're ever feeling doubtful, that this is really truly coming together. Essentially, either you like it or not. If you believe in it or if you don't, the end result is the same. As a beautiful, beautiful, loving connection is coming your way, group 3. And I'm so happy and so excited for you. I think I will be going to bed now with a really big smile on my face. Okay, so this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope it provided clarity. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving a like. Tell me a little bit about your story in the comment section below, if you feel called to do so. And then also remember to subscribe to my channel. I do pick a card readings every week, and I also get channel messages from your person from time to time. That may be interesting. But for now, this is where I leave you. I hope you're having a good day or a good night wherever you are. Take good care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!